Okay, so I hope repeater is clear to you all. The description is given here. The repeater is a device that is used to regenerate a signal which is on its way through a communication channel. And I think we all know that because of this communication channel only the data is being transmitted from one place to any other place. So when data is transmitted over a network for long distances, the data signal gets weak after a certain distance. As I told you that if for long distance data is to be transmitted, so this happens at certain point of time or certain point of distance, the data signal gets weak. So this distance depends upon the data transfer range of communication channel being used and can be from few meters to few kilometers. Again, it depends that we are talking about the data transmission range. So as we read various transmission medium, again they onto that various transmission medium, the ranges, the distances were different, right? As we read in case of satellite link, so it was used for intercontinental, intercities, and intercontinental, right? Intercountries and all, not even intercities. So just remember, if I'm saying about the distance, so this again depends upon the transmission channel which we are using. So if signal becomes weak, it cannot reach its destination. Now it's a very obvious thing that if signal gets weak, so it's not possible for the signal to travel to reach the destination, travel for that long and to reach the exact place. Okay, so therefore some devices required which can re-strengthen the data signal before it gets too weak. So repeater is such a device. So obviously we are in need of such a device which can provide strength to the signal so that it can reach to its destination without any signal loss. So repeater is such a device. Same, therefore I told you, just remember the RE word. From RE word, just remember regenerate, re-strengthen. So from here you will exactly get to know that yes, if I am saying regenerate, so that means your signal is regenerated. Okay, so this repeater, it regenerates the received signal and retransfer it to its destination. Okay, so this is all about repeater. Next is gateway. In the last video we read about switch and the hub. They both are very important, as well as NIC. And right now I taught you about repeater, and fifth one is gateway. So see what is this gateway. Gateway is a device which is used to connect different types of network. Now see, in case of hub and switch, I told you that they both are used to connect multiple nodes to form a network. Right? Multiple means so different types of nodes can be connected by a switch as well as of a hub. But just remember here point is to connect different types of network. Question directly is asked from this part that which is a network device which is used to connect dissimilar network. That is gateway. Okay, connect different types of network and perform necessary translation so that the connected networks can communicate properly. Now see, I'll tell you meaning of this. There are thousands of computer networks that exist. This network uses different hardware and software. Now I think we all know very well that there are various computer networks which exist, and this all network, they use different types of hardware as well as software. So many times this network needs to communicate with each other. So yes, if I am saying that there are various types of network and they all have different sort of networks, different sort of hardware as well as software. So various times when these networks want to communicate with each other, so how this can be done? So when two or more networks using different hardware and software have to be communicated or connected, some devices are needed which can translate one network's language into others. For that purpose, gateway is being used. Now I am telling you all this with a very simple example. Just imagine I want to communicate with you. I know English, or suppose I know Hindi and you all know English, but I don't understand English and you all don't understand Hindi. That means I just understand Hindi and I don't know English. I don't know even a single bit of English language. Okay, and the same thing is there with you. You people know English but you don't know Hindi. You cannot understand what is any single word in Hindi language. Okay, so suppose we want to communicate with each other, means I want to communicate with you and in the meanwhile you want to communicate with me. So how this communication can be done? Can we do one thing? Can we have a person? Can we simply place a person in between so that and that person is proficient in both Hindi and as well as English. That means that person, that I can name that person as translator. Can I? Can I name that person as a translator who is in between we two? Now see, that person is what? That is a translator. Yes. So that translator is proficient in both Hindi as well as English. That means I can communicate with him in Hindi language. I can tell him in Hindi, and he is going to translate it in English, and then he'll tell you that what I actually wanted to tell you, right? What I actually wanted to inform you. So by the help of this translator, we both can communicate. That means I as well as you, we are able to communicate because of this translator. So here the translator is gateway. That means suppose I am a network 1, you are network 2, and we both want to communicate with each other. So definitely my network will have different hardware and software. Even in case of your network, you will have different sort of hardware as well as software. So suppose we want to communicate, right? We both networks want to communicate with each other. So we are in need of a translator, so that translator can understand your language, and in the meanwhile that translator can understand my language. So here the translator is what? That is a gateway. That is functioning of a gateway. I hope this is clear to you all. If not, do let me know. Okay. So that is gateway. Again, this is very important. This is fifth one. Coming to sixth one, that is modem. Modulation. This is termed as modulation demodulation. Its name is modulation demodulation. So modem is what? Simply a computer peripheral. Computer peripheral that allows you to connect and communicate with other computer via a telephone line. I think we all know what is a modem. There are various types of modem, like external modem, internal modem. Yes, and why do we use? So that we can have connection, we can have communication, right? So ordinary telephone lines cannot carry digital information. Therefore, a modem changes the digital data from your computer into analog data. That is what we communicate. Like if I am saying telephone lines, so what we communicate, and that communication we use certain languages, but you know it very well that computer understands only binary term. So therefore modem, what a modem does is it changes the digital data, that means the data in terms of zeros and ones, into analog data. Analog means what? Waves that can be carried by telephone lines, right? So in a similar manner, modem receives the in a similar manner, the modem, while receiving the call, then changes the analog data into digital data that computer can understand. That means, see, if I say modulation and demodulation, so what does it actually mean? We all know computer understands only binary term, right? So first of all, whatever data, whatever we speak, so what is done? Computer, this modem first of all converts, changes the digital data from your computer into analog, and again those analog data, and on receiver's end means, or when the modem receiving the call, when we are using this call, when we are using modem, so on receiver end it changes the analog data. Analog means what? Again, which we are speaking, into digital format. That means a digital to analog and analog to digital format. And if I am saying analog signal, so this analog signal can easily be, we can easily understand this analog signal, right? So this transfer of digital data into analog and back again is termed as modulation demodulation. That means conversion of analog to digital and digital to analog data. This is called as modulation demodulation. Just remember, this is modem and it comes in two varieties, which is internal modem and external modem. So when I say internal, so just remember the word internal. That means these modems are fixed within your computers. These are fixed within your system. Therefore, this is termed as internal. And if I am saying external, that means we are using a peripheral. We are using it externally, and we are connecting it to the system's peripheral. Sorry, system's port. So the modem data connected externally to a computer as other peripherals. As other peripherals are connected, is known as external modem. That means we are connecting this externally. We are using our system's port or by other means, and we are connecting it externally. Therefore, it is termed as external modem. Okay, so if this is not clear, do let me know so that I can make the things very clear to you all. And if we are getting the things clearly, so just tell me that ma'am, we are clear with every topics. Okay, fix this bridge. Now see bridge, what is a bridge? Now link this bridge with a normal bridge which we see or which we use onto our day-to-day life, right? If we are going to link this, so directly you will get to know that what is this bridge. So bridge is a network device that establishes an intelligent connection between two local networks with the standard but with different types of cable. That means, see, just imagine this is node here, this is a cable, here we have multiple nodes, and here onto this other side we have again a cable with multiple nodes, and onto the middle we have a bridge. So bridge is for simply a network device, or we can say this is an intelligent device which is placed between two local networks. That means this is network 1, this is network 2, and this is placed in between with the same standard but with different types of cable. That means if I am saying I have connected bridge, so on the other side, means on both the sides will have different types of cables. Okay, we'll come to these different types of cable when we'll study about topologies, then I think you will be more clear about these cables. Okay, so it is a device that connects two networks together, or which joins two networks together. That means the bridge obviously can be find, suppose this is network, suppose this area is network 1, this area is network 1, and suppose this area is network 2. So can we say that these two are two different networks? Yes. So if there are different networks and if we are using a device in between, so that will be a bridge. Bridge are smart enough to know which commuter are on which side, this is side, SIDE, which side of the bridge, so they only allow those messages that need to get into the other side to cross the bridge. Now see, we are saying bridge is a smart device, bridge is an intelligent device. So why are we saying this? That means, suppose this is network 1. Onto this network 1 we have two different nodes. Suppose node 1 and then node 2. And onto this network 2 again we have different types of different nodes, which is node 3 and node 4. Okay, and we are using a bridge over here. We are saying bridge is smart. We are saying bridge is intelligent. Why? Now see, if I am using a bridge here and suppose onto network 1 I want to communicate with node 1. This is network 1 and node 1 is here. Okay, node 1 is here. So if node, I want to communicate with node 1 and suppose I am here, I am node 3. So this is node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4. Suppose I want to communicate with this node. I just want to communicate with this node. So bridge is very smart. Directly bridge will send the message to this intended node only. Bridge, he is not going to send this message to every other node. No. In spite of this, bridge is clear enough to recognize that which node is present on which part of this bridge. Means onto which part this node is present and onto which part these nodes are present. So therefore, to whichever node we want to communicate and onto whichever network the nodes are present, directly bridge is going to send those messages to those particular nodes of particular network. Okay, now another example, suppose I want to communicate with node 4. So this is node 4 and node 4 means network 2. Or suppose take same example, this is node 1, node 2 and this is again node 1, node 2. But this is network 1, this is network 2. Okay, this is network 1, this is network 2, node 1, node 2, node 1, node 2. Okay, so suppose what I am saying is, just mind my words. I want to communicate with node 2, or suppose I want to communicate with node 1 of network 2. I want to communicate with node 1 of network 2. So first of all, what I'll do, here we have a bridge. So what bridge will do? Bridge will directly come to the network 2 part, because we mentioned that we want to communicate with network 2, right? And onto that 2, if we arrived here onto network 2, so first of all, note this network 2 area is what? This is our intended place. But here also what we want to communicate with node 1. So what bridge will do? Bridge will directly come to this network 2 area and will send a message to this node 1. So this is all about bridge. Okay, so this definition is given here. This is smart enough to know which commuters are on which side of the bridge. So they only allow those messages that need to get into the other side to cross the bridge. Okay, and the last one is router. Now see, what is a router? Again, it is a network device that connect multiple networks irrespective of their protocol. Now see, if anyone is going to ask me what is the difference between bridge and a router, so I am going to tell you what is the difference. See, here we told that router, again that bridge is a device that connects different networks, and again here we are saying that connect multiple networks. That means bridge and router, they both connect multiple networks, but router do not care about the protocols. Router is not going to care about the protocols which we are using, because we all know that we are using different sort of protocols. That means different networks are using different sort of protocols. So router does not bother about the protocol which a particular network is using. Okay, whereas a bridge does. So this is because a router can handle different protocols, otherwise it works similar to that of a bridge. So why router do not bother about the protocol? Because it can handle different sort of protocol which a bridge cannot. Okay, so this is major difference between router as well as a bridge. Find the difference here. Bridge cannot handle multiple protocols, whereas a router can. Bridge cannot handle multiple protocols, but router can, because right now we have seen. Next is bridge works with MAC address, whereas router works with IP address. Just remember the word router. Router in itself means network. So when I say network and we are talking about network address, so it is none other than IP address. Okay, so bridge works with MAC address. I hope this MAC and IP is clear to you all. Okay, so bridge works with this MAC address, but the router works with IP address. Okay, so this is all about network devices. So in total we read about 8 network devices. Remember this, and if you have any sort of doubt, let me know so that I can make these things very clear to you all. In the next video we are going to deal with certain more terms which are being used in case of a network.